Hi guys, welcome to the Pure Nails YouTube channel, and with the new launch of our jelly tips, I'm just going to show you a basic video on how to apply, and I'm going to be using the almond soft tips. So I have prepped my client's nails and I've gone over the cuticle area. I've shortened the length down a little bit. I've buffed over the nail to remove any surface shine, and I've used prep and scrub to dehydrate and clean the nail, and then I've applied some rubber base coat. So with the jelly tips you can use any of the base coats, they all are just exactly the same for sticking your tips on. You can use the rubber base coat, the flexi bond, or the normal base coat. So I've just used flexi bond. So first of all, I'm going to measure out our nail tips. So they do come with a size guide on, which makes it a lot easier. So you know exactly where you're going to be popping your nail tips back. I'm going to start off with the little finger. Let's pull that in a bit. That's it. And then I'm going to just measure to make sure it fits from side to side and sits nice and snug. So you can see there that there's no overlap, and on this side no overlap. You can also measure out before you put your base coat on, which will be a little bit easier. It's too small. So you can see if you put your tip on there, and if it's too small, you will see the rest of this nail out here. So that will not be a good fit. Perfect. So these come with two different types of glue. So we've got one in a bottle that is a brush on glue. Where did that come from? Two. And we have another one in a pot, which is like a rubber setting, a bit like putty, hence the Jellie Glue. So it's really personal preference, whichever one you use. I prefer the one in the bottle, but again, it's just personal preference. So you can see here that this tip is quite rounded, and my client's cuticle area is quite square. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a nail file. I'm just going to adjust the sizing a little bit. Get rid of any dust. That fits it a lot better. So these are the two pots. So the Jellie Glue, one of them is a brush on glue, and the other one is quite putty like. So I will be doing a video on both the glues and how to use them, but again, it is personal preference, whichever one you like to use best. So I'll just pop this on to one side because I'm going to be using the brush on glue. So I'm getting my little light set up and ready. What I'm going to do is pop a little bit of the brush on glue just at the base of the tip. I'm going to turn my light on ready. And I'm just going to go in a little bit away from the cuticle and just watch the glue come right the way up as I slide the nail tip back towards the cuticle area. Hold that in place whilst the light cures it. Just for a few seconds. It dries really quick, and then we're going to give it a full cure inside of the lamp. This only needs to be cured for 30 seconds. So once all of your nail tips are stuck on, what we're going to be doing is using a white buffing block or one of your elite buffers. And because the area is super smooth and shiny, we want to be buffing over the top. This is to make sure that your gel polish is going to stick to the nail. And then if you like to, you can smooth around the cuticle area and around your sides with a nail file, just to make them completely flush. You don't have to do this part, but it does set them in that little bit more perfect. So once you've filed around, and then I'm just going to get rid of some dust. So I'm just going to spray it over and give them a good scrub in with the plush brush. And there we are, completely ready to be painting, or you can just top coat, base coat and top coat, and they're good to go. So in the next video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the Jellie Glue. Thank you.